Hello YouTube, I am Ashen Ninja and we have a new DLC, and to celebrate it I'm going to be playing who is someone who is not a DLC lord but who got some updates and stuff during the DLC. So I'm going to play Azhag the Slaughterer. So he is from the original game but has always been pretty lackluster. So with the Orcs and Goblins having their update, I figure I can finally play him. I've always liked him. So there you go. So his faction is now called the Bone Rattlers, with an extra Z. He likes the temperate climates, nice rolling hills, and cuddly peasants to crush under his mighty boots. He's on good terms with Vampire Counts and Arcan the Black. That's because as he goes through, he gets the Crown of Sorcery, or as I like to call it, the Hat o' Dead Gits, because Crown of Sorcery is not something an Orc would say. He has his War has a chance to contain wyverns, which is pretty cool. I think we should be able to recruit wyverns now. I'd say we should be able to, but who knows if we can. He gets an extra 20% on research rate and an extra 25% income from sacking settlements. His direct effects as a lord is he has a 75% larger leadership aura. He has a +8 leadership value, and he gets his own special war ability. Supposedly they have an extensive unit roster with aggressive infantry, fast cavalry, and monsters, but there's not really that much of that. But without further bollocksing on about it, we'll get on with it. So originally Azhag was just a fairly normal Orc Lord until he bashed some git and found a weird glowy hat, jammed it on his bonce, and then some even older dead git started talking to him and drove him insane, and now he can cast death magic. I think it's death magic. Some kind of magic. Magic! Rah! And he was a bit of a nasty bastard when it came to fighting. So, well, I'm not going to go through the start bit. So, because we've got a new kind of war, so war is now based around, I believe, this reputation bar. You can do a call to war and you pick stuff, I think. Which is basically what this says. So through winning battles, raising settlement, once a call to war is targeted against enemy, additional mobs will flock to your armies for a period of time. Battle abilities are temporarily boosted. Raising enemy's capital within the allotted time or occupying it when the war ends will get you a trophy. You also have a scrap mechanic, which you use for technologies and boosting your unit, and we can use the underway. So technology-wise, we'll get rid of that. Technology-wise, I find it quite interesting. So say we go to the big uns here, you've got an extra little scrap upgrade. So you can basically upgrade your units straight away if you want to. So which is pretty cool. Some of them are quite good. Some of them aren't really. I mean, Forest Goblin Spider Riders aren't very good anyway. It's things like, well, I'm not going to spend scrap upgrading Orc Boys. They're very basic. But maybe, winged ammo, better reload time for them. Stone Trolls, because Trolls have been made better. Well, these are just normal Trolls, unfortunately, not Stone Trolls. But, you can get, Liquor Flask, so you can get better leadership for your Trolls, which is definitely necessary. And Reinforced Weapons is just, extra 25%, or extra 25 weapon strength, because its weapon strength is 100. That's pretty damn good. Looking at Azhag himself, I don't know if they actually made any changes to Azhag. Well, they would have made a few. Blue Line, they've updated, so now you've got things like Mob Boss and Renowned and Feared, so you've got a lot more reductions for your Upkeep costs. Red line's pretty much the same as it always has been. You've got your death magic, so spirit leech, all that sort of stuff. Now you can only get to evasion to get up into purple sun and all of that. You actually need to get the crown of sorcery, or the hat of a dead git, as I like to call it, as I've said before. You've also got imbued by madness, which it looks like a pretty amazing sort of skill line, this, because it contains regeneration at the end, including Wind of Death, which you can only cast once, but if you do it right, you only need it once. And it's also a free Wind of Death, I believe. Yeah, I don't see any. Yeah, so that's pretty insane. You also get Vanguard deployment for all Orc, Biggins, and cavalry units. So anything that's Orc or Biggin is going to be right up there. More hero capacity for shamans and better missile strength for Orc Araboys and Savage Orc Araboys, and melee defense for your Orcs and speed. And it's so I see that with that and the red line, you basically turn your Orcs into just insane butchering bastards. I love it. Masha, ooh, confident for all units. Oh, that's actually a really good one to start with, especially when I've got trolls in my army. So let's get him in here. Yeah, Orc Shamans haven't really changed at all. They're still basically exactly the same, which is fine with this gamer. So I actually think they're pretty good because they've got the big war, which includes, let's just jump in there, like your Brain Burster is actually quite a good spell. And Foot of Gork is an amazing spell. What else we got? Yeah, here we go, is fine. Headbutt's a good one as well. Fists of Gork, yeah, it's a pretty good buff spell. Overall, it's actually, like, it's a pretty good spell tree. And we can give him a War Bore so he can go pretty fast. With your Lords, what do you got? Goblin Great Shaman. Night Goblin War Boss? Okay, I didn't... Yeah, cool. And Orc War Bosses. So that's pretty good. Usual sort of guys. Confident Strategist. All that sort of MacGuffin in there. We can get a Giant River Trollhag, we can get a Shaman or a Gobbo Big Boss. So I know there was a lot of rumours going around that you'd be able to get an Orc Boss, but that, as far as I know, hasn't eventuated. That's where we get Orc Shamans from. Yeah, I think people are just a bit too overly enthusiastic on the thoughts of getting a Arachnaroks. They're still awesome. They have been nerfed a little bit, but they're still good. So we still want to go through that to get Arachnaroks. Don't want anything else underneath them though, so there's no point even building that until tier 4. Rogue Idols are a freaking amazing thing. And as it loses hit points, it drops rubble on the enemy. It's just pretty cool. So I want to get at least one of them at some stage. Definitely going to be getting more Orc Shamans. We want more Orc Rock Lobbers. Oh, we can get Snarling Pump Wagons, eh? I have to get one of those just to see what they're like. So we've got just normal trolls, but you can get, what do we got? You've got Stone Trolls now, and you've got, they've still got the same leadership problems, but they are better from what I understand, especially Stone Trolls, I believe. I don't know, I'll play with him probably at some stage of the campaign. Yeah. Other than that, most of it's still the same old stuffs, and that is fine. Okay, so I'm going to want Orc Araboys, and I want my Cavo Shinies as well. And I think, because we're supposed to, let's get into Karak Raziak, which is a new settlement where it looks like we're what have we got there? 7 on 7? 7 on 8? Yeah. Let's dive in. Dive into fighting. Been 10 minutes of me crapping on so far, so. Nobody wants to just hear me crapping on. Gamble that. I'd like more magic than 6. Ronaldo's with me, and I got 6. That's a bit of a shitter. Oh well. Let's move these guys around a bit. The war is here, yes. Azhag is going to do what his name says. He's going to do some slaughtering. Alright. So, let's go. Oh, see, that's a very different bar than what I had before. Let's get them up a bit. Now we've got 200 meter range, 100 meter range. I want you to fire at a crossbowman. Especially don't bother with firing at their general. That's 4, that's 8. Okay, well let's see what we can do with this one. Go a bit further forward. Is it worth it? Well, that didn't work out. Spirit Leech is supposed to be good against single combatants. It's got a pretty short range though, so let's let them come up a bit. How's his fighting prowess? Pretty bad, so probably don't want to get him into combat. His Azhag is not a very good at melee defense sort of guy, but that's alright. Alright, you guys head off that direction. Shaman. You send off some more fireys. You should be almost able to target him. No, not quite. Oh. You can get shot at though, that's good. Alright, let's get our boys moving up. A bit of Spirit Leech down on him. Alright, and since we've got them, we'll get the Spider Riders in here as well. Get the Shaman to help out against these spearmen. He should be able to fight there. Azhag, how are you doing, buddy? Fantastic. Oh, look at that. We're about to get our first war, which does way more base weapon damage, can cause terror and fear, armor piercing, lots of good stuff basically, which is excellent. Caused a bit of terror there by the look of that. Out on him. York boys in there. You guys keep killing them. Well, you do seem to get more for your war, which is nice. He's getting pretty wrecked. I mean, my big uns aren't faring great, but They're doing a good job there. We'll get those gobbo spider riders on them now. I don't think these guys are going to be hanging around much longer. You guys can turn off now. There we go, and that is shattered. So, no need to chase them down since we're attacking a settlement. Yeah, overall, performing well so far. Trolls did a good job, I think mostly because they're actually staying within Azhag's leadership aura, which is good. Now, do I want to sack it? That's a good amount of money from sacking. Yeah, let's sack it. Why not? Bit of cash is good. And that will mean we get closer to the province exploding, but that's right. I'm going to go for growth at the moment. That's half the sacking money spent repairing that. That's alright. I don't mind. Ow. So yeah, so this is what I mean. There's scrap to be spent actually doing upgrades and that sort of stuff. There's lots of upgrades for your orc units and savage orcs. Got casualty replenishment over here. That's just straight up casualty replenishment. Like, this is for only goblin units, that's for orc savage units, so I'm not too concerned about them. That's pretty good though. Construction cost going down is also good. Size recruitment cost. Not actually going to really use gobbos because of the massive reductions I'll be able to get through Azhag. So, let's start with campaign movement range, I think. Having Azhag moving faster is always a good thing. And growth and obedience for that. We'll do that mostly because I want the growth. Azhag, I'm not going to increase your magic just at the moment. Oh, Skull Muncher. I've got very mediocre melee defense as it is, but with Skull Muncher, have him flying about the place. Lanking shit will be great. Yep, we'll go through your magic as expected. I think I want one more frontline orc unit. How long till I can get orc arrows? I'll get 2 gobbo archers then. Just to flesh him out a bit. And I think because we're not at war with them, not at war with Kislev either. I don't even think we're at war with Kadrin, but I have to check that. Wow, the end turns is fast. Nope, not even at war with Kadrin. So that means growth building means we should amble over this way. We don't need to go too fast, so we just. So I think we should turn Nagenhof into a nice, delicious sack city. Sack, sack, sack. Do, 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 do. No, Goblin War Boss is a thing before. Night Goblin War Boss was. I don't know what I'm saying. Never mind. Ignore me. Next turn. Be able to get Orc Arrow Boys now as well, so. I mean, I get everyone's going to be like, why are you going to get Orc Arrow Boys? Arrow Boys are crap. Yep. I like archers. Archers are very, very good. Overall, they're actually pretty good melee combatant as well. They've got woeful melee defense, of course. They've got pretty good weapon strength 34. So let's get archers. That's raiding camp. Okay, yeah, none of that's changed for them either. So, what weapon did I pick up? Ah, Zerka sword. Cool. So we'll cruise down that way and see what they're going to have coming for us. I'm sure it's going to be unfriendly, whatever it's going to be. Always unfriendly. I got to go faster. Let's upgrade our shiny pit. And we'll also upgrade that one to minor settlement as well.
I am true power.
He's true power, that's good. No, we don't want to put him in that stance. We want him to do some more recruiting for us. Get some more arrow boys. Well, a more arrow boy. And we will send our shamami off to do some scouting.
I'm off.
The shamamans. Alright, let's go, because I think I want to get Healy mushrooms first. So we're going to go through reducing our attrition. What else is up this direction? The biggest war. Reputation +5 per turn. Nice. +10 scrap per turn. That. Oh, because you're always going to be you're always going to want more scrap to improve your armies even more. Of course. So we'll get to Healy mushrooms, and then I think we'll go with go bigger, and we'll start going along here. Yes. I has a plan. It's definitely I like this much better than the fightiness mechanic at the moment, but so far I haven't really used it, so we'll see. I might not get a chance to use the war in this episode, maybe the next one, but we will see what we get to.
Now be quick, because the slashers are getting thirsty.
What you want? You want a non-aggression pact, and you want to give me money for it. I'm sure. Oh, I'm willing to do that. Okay, let's see what they've got. Clearly he's got something wrong with his tongue there. Yes, I see. Whatever that is you're saying. Lovely. That really stops it. Now I know orc war bosses should be able to get wyverns. So, not goblins. So I mostly want to get orc war bosses. It's going to be a very orky campaign, this one, I think. I am going to have to give Skarsnik a go with all these updates as well. Let's see what kind of things he actually has. Nagonoff, Essen, Beckhafen's further away. So, but for now, let's get Azhag over here. Oh, I'm gonna use you, don't worry. So just keep an eye on them a bit. We're still... How much scrap do we have? 42. That goes up a little bit per turn, so... Yeah, so when you start at 0, you do also have the chance of having a lot of issues back in your territory, but you know, that's fine. Like that sort of thing doesn't really bother me too much. Have the Nagenhoffians appeared? No. Nagenhoffians? No, the Ostermarkians.
Summons me. Azhag is here.
Alright, so I'm actually going to fight that battle because they have... Oh, don't tell me this is going to be a really shitty map. I bet you it's going to be. But yes, I'm fighting it because I didn't like the odds it gave me. It's under 15, so... Ah, look at that. They've made the statue a lot smaller. Okay, there's no point gambling, clearly, because it's... there was a bug that was reported in the... by all of the YouTubers, because what was happening was there was when you did your gambling, you were never getting a change, and that's hasn't been fixed, it seems. Get you up the back. Alright, got lots of archers. All have about 2 the same range. Get our Shami up. Azhag, you hang out front. Now, problem here is they actually don't know where I am, so let's see what our gobbo spiders can find. What's their speed? 78. Yeah. Good, good. Running. 140 range, 400 range, so the rock lobber has a nice range to it. Speed this up a bit. If we find them marching at us, that's good. If not, I guess we'd have to go find them. Okay. What are they doing? They're standing around like lumps on a log. Good stuff. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll get our army over here. What should we do? We go, oh, control. We should actually be able to then turn them, I think. Just have to remember how this all works. Turn them a bit that way. There we go, that looks pretty good. And when the rock lobber arrives, you can start lobbing rocks. Which will be grand. If it's in range, of course. That's always another thing. Yeah, it's not in range. Oh, that's okay. Grab them all again. Now are you in range, my rock lobby friend? No. Of course not. Why would you be? That's just crazy talk. Still not in range, but this time what I'm going to do is I'll move my orc arrow boys around. Okay, and we'll just bring the rock lobber up itself. Have a nice surrounding of missile troops. And should be in range now. Alright, now what are my spider riders? There, so I'm going to put them in behind. Yeah. Okay, yep, that really doesn't work when you're firing it uphill. You guys bugger off. Now they've got... Yeah, theirs is 160, ours is only 140.
Time for the slaughter!
Yep, some of our archers have opened up, that's good.
Process faster!
Not who I meant to actually fire that at, but whatever. Now they'll converge all on Azhag, and all of my missile troops will blow them away. Okay, except apparently that unit, but that's fine. Azhag is doing fine there. He's stuck in there, so we'll just change the target to them instead. You can fire at him.
Let's get him! Look up! Here we go! Terrible!
We'll accept friendly fire there, that's no problem.
What to do?
You go get them. Now what speed are you guys? Oh, 54. Yeah. Go get them. Yep, you do some harassing at the back of them. You should be able to get rid of them rather easily.
Azhag ready! Get him, lad!
That seems to be all they wanted to deal with as well, so... Nice easy battle. Didn't even get enough war to set that off. But that's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Archers did exactly what I was expecting them to do. So they did a good job. So yeah, just using Azhag as a tank and letting the units converge on him with a couple of stragglers moving into the front line. No worries. Nice little pot from sacking that. And we'll jump into raiding stance for the extra incomes. Let's see what we can get. Azhag the Slaughterer. Come from raiding, looting. I'm mostly going to be sacking, so let's increase his already increased sacking abilities. I'm going to give him Brain Burster before Power of the War. Power of the War will come next. Brain Burster, I love Brain Burster. That's one of my favourite spells. It casts so quickly. We've still got a while before there'll be a revolt down this way. So in the meantime, we can get a garrison walls. Flappers, eh? That sounds very disturbing. What's that? That's a Gobbo Big Boss. Wouldn't actually mind having some Gobbos around, but I'm gonna go with... Like, I like to have heroes, so... But I'm gonna go with the extra protections at the moment. 3 more turns and we'll be able to go up a level. And that is where we're gonna hold this episode for now. Next episode we'll get some more sacking in, and hopefully we'll get some more scrap, and we will get closer to leveling him even more. So more and more he'll become more powerful, and we'll be able to wreck some shit. So it should be fun. So until next episode, Hope you've enjoyed Azhag so far, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.